Control is also a big part of creating wealth. It is. Now, a lot of us grew up believing or being taught to believe that ownership was the only gateway towards creating wealth. Now, it's not. Let me make an example. A lot of software companies that you find in the world, now through that whole process, there is a company that has created the actual asset. So it has created that software, right? So they own the IP or the intellectual property to that particular software. And then you get resellers, people that will buy rights to sell that software to their clients. Now, a lot of the times, of course, their clients will want, their software to be customized according to their businesses or according to the services that they provide. Now, in that process, the reseller is controlling or is a part controller of this ecosystem, because you have somebody that owns the asset, and then they buy the rights to sell that particular asset to their clients. So they make tons and tons of money doing that. Now, the whole basis, of course, of creating wealth is that while you're making money out of this whole ecosystem, well, you are a reseller, so you're making money out of that, is that you also buy your own assets so that you can have full control of that particular asset. Because think about it, if you are a reseller, you don't have total control. Because if the creator of that software, for example, decide to stop giving you the rights, or they don't want to do the business anymore, then you will have a problem. Or let's say now they up the prices and it becomes unsustainable from your side to then be able to charge higher prices to your clients. So then you're going to lose business. So you see, you don't have the total control. It's the same as if now you're buying property, right? So let's say now you don't have money, so you don't have cash, so you buy property via a bank, so you finance that property. So the bank is the title holder of that property until you finish paying it off. So you can do a lot of things. You can paint the house, you can rent out the house and make money out of it. But of course, there are certain things that you cannot do to that house. You cannot just demolish it without the bank knowing, because they have the full control of that whole ecosystem. You have a part control in it, right? But now when you go now and end up paying off the house, you now have full control. So if you want to just break down the house and rebuild it again, it's entirely up to you. So you see how important it is to understand all of these things when it comes to now building or creating wealth. Because a lot of the time we feel that we need to be able to own things to then make money out of them and create wealth from that perspective. So I hope this just gives you an indication that you don't really need to own this thing. You don't really need to own this asset right now. You can control or be a part, controller, if we may call it that way, of that ecosystem, make money out of that, and then use the proceeds to then be able to buy your own asset. Then you know that at the end of the day, you will have full control. Or you can mix the two. You can have the ones that you own, you can have the ones that you control. And that is still fantastic. I mean, if you look at companies such as Uber, right? They don't own the cars, they own the platform. So their asset is the platform, which then the cars are registered under. But they're making money out of the entire ecosystem around it. So you see how important it is to understand that you don't need to own something in order to make money. You just need to be able to be part of the process and control certain aspect of that, and then you will be